Season a rack of lamb with salt and pepper and coat with a mixture of Dijon mustard, garlic, and herbs like rosemary and thyme. Roast the lamb in the oven until it is charred on the outside and cooked to your desired level of doneness on the inside. Lamb and vegetable stew: brown lamb shoulder in a hot pan and transfer to a Dutch oven. Add chopped onion, carrots, celery, potatoes, and a mixture of chicken broth, tomato paste, and herbs like bay leaves and oregano. Cook on low heat for several hours until the lamb is tender and the vegetables are cooked through. Grilled lamb kebabs with tzatziki sauce: marinate cubed lamb in a mixture of olive oil, lemon juice, garlic, and herbs like oregano and thyme for at least an hour. Thread the lamb onto skewers with vegetables like cherry tomatoes, bell peppers, and red onion. Grill the kebabs until the lamb is charred on the outside and cooked to your desired level of doneness on the inside. Serve with a side of tzatziki sauce made with yogurt, cucumber, garlic, and dill. Tips and tricks. Here are some tips and tricks for cooking delicious American lamb dishes. Let the lamb rest. After cooking lamb, it is important to let it rest for a few minutes before serving. This allows the juices to redistribute and results in a more tender and flavorful dish. Use a meat thermometer. When grilling or roasting lamb, it is important to use a meat thermometer to ensure that the meat is cooked to the correct temperature. For a medium rare lamb, the internal temperature should be 145 degrees Fahrenheit. Don't overcook. Lamb can become tough and dry if it is overcooked. Be sure to monitor the cooking time carefully and remove the lamb from the heat source when it is cooked to your desired level of doneness. Experiment with flavors. American lamb is a versatile ingredient that can be paired with a variety of flavors and seasonings. Don't be afraid to experiment with different herbs, spices, and marinades to find the perfect flavor combination for your dish. In conclusion, cooking American lamb dishes is a delicious and rewarding experience that can be enjoyed by home cooks of all levels. Whether you are grilling a rack of lamb or slow cooking a lamb shank, there are many ways to prepare and cook American lamb dishes that are sure to impress. By following these tips and techniques, experimenting with different cuts and flavors, and using quality ingredients, you can create delicious and memorable lamb dishes that will delight your family and guests. Lamb is a popular meat in many cuisines, but American chefs and home cooks have developed their own delicious lamb dishes that highlight the flavor of this tasty meat. Here are some classic American ways with lamb, from roasts and chops to casseroles and stews. Prep the lamb. For the most flavorful and tender lamb dishes, start by prepping the meat properly. Trim excess fat. Trim any thick slabs of surface fat, leaving a thin layer to baste the meat during cooking. Remove fell or membrane. Use a knife to separate the fell, a thin membrane that covers the outside of the meat. Dry the meat thoroughly. Pat lamb chops or roasts dry with paper towels to help sear and roast the meat evenly. Season simply. Most American lamb recipes call for just salt and pepper, so season the meat lightly right before cooking. Roast a leg of lamb. Low and slow roasting a bone-in leg of lamb is a classic American Easter or Sunday supper. Start by rubbing the roast with garlic, rosemary, and olive oil. This herb-infused oil bastes the meat during cooking. Roasting at a moderate 325 degrees Fahrenheit, lower heat ensures the exterior crisps without overcooking the interior.